it's an honor and a privilege to be here with Carl Eschenbach, COO of VMware and President. Carl, this is obviously a major event every year for you. What is it like to see VMworld Europe grow, also now to 10,000 attendees? What's the event like for you now?
Yeah, so it's amazing to see the size and the scale of this event. As you said, 10,000 people this year, record attendance. And probably what's most apparent to me is when you walk through the Solutions Exchange and you just see the ecosystem that VMware has established over the years. I remember the first couple events here in Europe, you'd have a couple partners in there. Now there's hundreds of partners in there, all figuring out how they can integrate with, through, and around VMware and the platform we provided for them. In fact, when I come to an event like this and come to VMworld here in Barcelona, I start to think about not only did VMware create an ecosystem, we actually have created an entire economy around virtualization. And it's very exciting to not only see the ecosystem, but our customers come here to hear about what's happening, not only with VMware, but the entire industry as a whole.
Exactly, I think the ecosystem is key here. Actually, we were obviously all seeing the acquisition from Dell on EMC, and the important thing is VMware is mentioned very specifically as still being independent. Is that because of the ecosystem that it's so important to us?
I think it's one of the reasons. I think, VMware, we have an amazing culture within our company, and people like their independence. We've built a company that's almost 20,000 people strong, and we want to make sure we maintain that culture going forward. At the same time, we have established one of, if not the largest ecosystem for any infrastructure company in the world. And I can tell you, we wouldn't be sitting here with 10,000 people at this event if that ecosystem didn't exist. And I can also tell you, we cannot grow to scale to what we want to be in the future without that ecosystem. So we don't want people to believe just because EMC was acquired by Dell that it's going to change the ecosystem of VMware. In fact, if you go and look at our partnership with Dell, it spans more than 12 years. So this is only going to strengthen our partnership, and I'm quite confident that Michael Dell and the Dell employees are going to do anything to constrain VMware to work or not work with their competition, because I think VMware is critically important to this acquisition and making it all work.
I believe so too. You mentioned competition a little bit. It's actually very open from VMware that we're also openly embracing things like Amazon Web Services. I've seen OpenStack a number of times. Why do you think competition is so important for VMware to also embrace and offer that choice to our customers?
Yeah, it's interesting. What I say about competition that we probably wouldn't say, just 4 years ago standing here talking to you, is that VMware is open to open. And what I mean by that, VMware has historically delivered proprietary software in the market that's radically transformed the data center forever. At the same time, we've seen an emergence of open source technologies come into market, and most people have always viewed them as a competitive threat to VMware. I look at them as a market expansion opportunity to be able to actually look at the platform VMware has and start to layer on top these new technologies like OpenStack or containers. So it's just additional workloads that run on top of VMware. So we're open to open. At the same time, we're going to make sure our customers can leverage their existing environments.
Exactly, so delivering true value to customers.
Absolutely.
We've done a lot of announcements. What's the one announcement that you think is critical for our customers and VMware's future?
Oh, geez.
You can choose two.
There's so many exciting announcements. Earlier today with Yang Bing on stage with Raghu, talking about cloud, cloud cross-connect and cloud vMotion, being able to, move a live running application across clouds. That's just so powerful. I think tomorrow when Martine speaks about what we're doing around NSX, that gets me really excited. The whole notion of the hybrid cloud and being able to not only support VMware environments, but be open now to support things like AWS and Azure. So I could go on and on. I'm just full of excitement about VMware across everything we've announced at the show.
So speaking about excitement, I was at VMware 11 years ago. You've been here for 13 and a bit.
A little bit.
Exactly. It sort of felt when we announced the cross data center vMotion, just like the first vMotion we did over 10 years ago. Can you talk us a little bit through when you joined VMware 13 and a half years ago, as to VMware now? How has the company changed? What's what's the same, what's different for you?
Well, just scale is the first thing that comes to mind. We went from, I think I joined, we had 200 people, now we have almost 20,000 people. So just how the company is scaled. But the one thing, there's two things I'm probably most proud of, seeing this company scale and grow and be lucky and blessed enough to be part of it. The first is the culture. I think VMware has the most amazing culture in all of technology. And while we're aggressive and we're always striving to win, we make sure that we treat our employees with the highest level of integrity, and we treat them as a family. The second thing that I really have enjoyed about VMware over the last 13 and a half years is the fact that we have never lost our zest or our energy to always be innovative. We're an innovative company that drives disruption, and I use the word disruption in a positive way, but we drive disruption into the market. And we've changed the data center forever, and we'll continue to change it in many other ways as we continue to bring our innovative flair to market each and every day.
Absolutely, and I couldn't agree more on the epic values of VMware. VMware is definitely an epic company. I look forward to the rest of the journey with you on this.
Thank you for having me on VMworld TV.
Thank you, Carl.
All right.